Welcome student to my class. Today I am going to teach you the topic motion. In our daily life we will observe so many things. Some are at rest, some are moving. Like the birds in the sky are flying, water from the taps, running water, the blood in our vessels, so many things. Some things or some objects may appear stationary to the one person and moving to the other. This motion is very complex. There are some types of motions like it is a straight line motion, it may be a circular motion, it may be rotating or vibrating, anyone. Or sometimes there is a mixture of all these, like combination of all these motions. We will discuss this later. Students, can you tell me why sun rises, why sunset, or why the seasons are changing? Yes, this is due to the motion of our planet Earth ka motion. Now, we will discuss the types later. First of all, tell me what is motion? Yes, motion of any object is the displacement of the object taken in a specific time. In simple way, we can say when an object changes its position with respect to time is known as its motion. So, student, first of all, we will describe the motion. To describe the motion, let us consider here is a school in a village which is 2 kilometers from the railway station. Here we have to specify the position of the school with respect to the railway station. Whenever we have to specify any object's position, we have to fix a reference points. These reference points may be according to your convenience. Okay, so these reference points are known as origins. From here we can notice a thing that whenever we have to fix or specify the position of any object, we have to fix a origin and there may be changes. Now we will discuss the type of motion. Firstly, we will take a straight line motion. In this, we will start from origin and take equal distance like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 up to so on 60 and go on. This distance is in kilometers. Here we have an object at point origin which has to go to point A, and the distance from O to A is 60 kilometers. Now, let us consider that the object from point A come back to the point C through point B. Here, the distance from A to C is 60 minus 25, which is equals to 35 kilometers. So, the distance between A to C is 35 kilometers. Now let us talk about the total distance covered by the object from O to A and come back to the point C, which is equals to OC, which is OA plus AC, and this is 60 plus 35 is equals to 95 kilometers. So the total distance covered by the object to reach point C through point A is 95 kilometers. Here we can describe the distance in a specific numeric values. We need to specify numeric values of the physical quantity. So here are certain physical quantities which may be described in only numeric values, which is known as its magnitude. So here the distance is 95 and it does not depend upon the path followed by the object. It can only defined by the numeric values. Now students, can you tell me the distance of the final object from its original from its starting point? Yes students, it is OC. The object starts from point O, reaches to point A and come back to the point C. So it is its initial point and C is its final point. And the total distance is 95 kilometers as we discussed above. Now students, this is the shortest distance O to C. The shortest distance covered by the object is known as its displacement. Okay students, though this displacement does not depend upon the path followed by the object. Can you tell me the distance and the displacement of the objects are same or not? Let me discuss this in this example. As we know, the distance is OC, but the displacement is OAC. For a change, we will take point B. Let us consider the object moves from point O to A, which is 60 kilometers, and come back to the point A to B, which is equals to 60 minus 35 is equals to 25 kilometers. Now students, here the distance covered by the object is OA plus AB, which is equals to 60 plus 25, which is 85 kilometers. But the magnitude where is the object is 35 kilometers. So the distance of the object and the magnitude, means the path, cannot be same. Okay. Now here we can observe one more thing, that the displacement and the distance of the object cannot be same. The displacement of the object can be 0, but the path covered cannot be 0. Let us take this example again. From O to A, the distance covered by an object is 60 kilometers. When it comes back to the point O, here we are taking the object coming back to the initial point. When it comes back, A to O is also 60 kilometers. The total distance covered by the object when it goes from O to A and come back to here is 60 plus 60 is equals to 120 kilometers. But the object reaches to the original point again, so the displacement of the object is 0. These two physical quantities we can use to find the magnitude and the direction with the displacement and distance. Thank you.